Capricorn this week brings new opportunities to have a fresh breath, a fresh air of new potential. And God has got the reins of your heart and your spirit, and He wants to let those horses run free. Even if people that were trying to give their authority or their superiority or even outright bullied you to kind of dampen your spirit or took you through trials and tribulations that really kind of hurt your soul and your heart, know those things are leaving you behind. I could see in the top of the matter that you're sitting in a really kind of maybe still dark place, okay? But the dark place is leaving you, and I think you know it. I think you can see the door there, and you can see that crack of light. God's pushing on your heart of that door and saying, let me in. The universe wants to bring that light to you again, right? He didn't just mess with you, God in the universe, to just mess with you. It messed with you to make you a better person. And that's what the cards reflect. And this week is so important for self-love and giving your ideas and thoughts real respect, right? Because they might not be fully formulated, but that's the point of these kind of radical shifts right now out of those dark times. God is kind of like bitch slapping you across the head saying, let's wake up, Capricorn. Let's get busy this week, okay? Because love is right there. Leaving past love stuff behind you, leaving past anything that was overpowering your spirit. You already know that you want new turns on the wheel, a new everywhere in that material and earth sign of relationship, career, family, home, community. It all gets a refresh, but it starts with really you self-loving yourself, self-care, self-attitude. Like by that, I mean really positive thoughts about yourself and other people. No being defensive anymore. That stance, like having the swords out, other than when you're having your thoughts here in a good way, that all kind of defensive nature goes behind you now. So I need you to be the beautiful Capricorn that is so full of love and unconditional love, I'll say, when you're at your best. You know what I mean? And that's the exalted state. So I need you to reach more for that spirit because God's been by your side for a long time now, and He wants to give you the reward, and it's going to start with you first, okay? So that's the general reading. Let's get into why I said that. That first card it is a major arcana sitting on top of another major arcana, and that first card is like what's going on in the whole overall reading, like what we're reading for, okay, for Capricorn. And this is an important guy because he takes the universal message of God and he makes it a material reality. It's a big deal, and he's coming out of that dark cave, but he's got some light, right? I'm pulling down the light of God, just like I was saying. The door is opening and some light is starting to shine in, so don't put your foot against the door and keep it shut, okay? Because that's what's coming in, and it's building up your spirit, your confidence, your self-love again, right? And if there's been bullying people or business situations or authority, bosses, relationship, whatever, you know, the Emperor is great when we want to do law and contracts, but when he's sitting below the Hierophant in spirit, he's like kind of blocking, he's trying to purposely block that spirit. So don't let anyone do that to you. Or I'll say this caveat too, if you're coming to the realization of being the priest more, that you might have been blocking other people's spirit, or you need more spirit, don't block that either. You know, that's part of the whole point of the journey, is to get closer to the God, right? Remember, your Aries is the ram, the material world, but your Pisces the fish. So you're meant to go to the spirit. So quite frankly, the sooner you get there, Capricorn, the better. And God wants to help you get there. That third placement is the Page of Cups, which is self-love. That's what I was saying about self-care, self-love. It starts with you first, and most especially in your heart, because that's going to reflect your attitude and the thoughts in your head and the actions that you're going to put out into the outside world. Okay. And earth signs have been dealing with crabbiness and being grouchy for a long time. And we've been trying to overcome that and reach for that enlightened spirit and that light. I've been there too. I'm an earth sign, so I get it. But now the real reward is, you know, it's behind you, right? Okay. And God wants to help you get those new ideas wherever it touches. Again, Pentacles is our domain as earth signs. It's relationship, home, family, community, work. So wherever you want to bring a refresh, inspiration, a youthful attitude, a good approach to even yourself, or you want to combine the spirit with new endeavors anywhere, like in relationship or work, those are all so favored, right? Okay. Because you're leaving the past. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but like, woe is me. That's what the Six of Cups represents, is a nostalgia for a lost love. And for Capricorn, as an earth sign, it could touch anywhere. But it's meant to look at the good parts of that so that you could bring them forward, that reflect in the 6 card, right? So let's not dawdle. or whatever that is. Stay in that one place because all your cups are there. You know what I mean? Those reflections are meant to serve you for your betterment. Those lessons, even if it was hurtful, they're meant for your betterment. Okay. So no worries here because God is stirring it up in the sixth card, which is the present, right this moment. Okay. And that's like thoughts on thoughts to me. Let's get going. I don't know where we're going, but let's get the heck out of here. Right. And you need to get the heck out of here because I can still see you sitting here. Okay. So the six says, let's move on. And Capricorn doesn't like it when their thoughts are all scattery. And nobody really likes that, but you especially. So, but that's the point of this. You need to trust in God and the universe. That's how you got to this guy. So trust that God's like kind of like I said in business, like throwing spaghetti on the wall. Let's just throw ideas out. See what sticks. You'll know. You'll figure it out. That's not a thing. But the fun part is just having the fun part of just coming up with ideas. How to refresh a relationship, how to refresh a job, how to refresh yourself. That's all right there in the possibilities for yourself. And you're ready for it too. Because, the Eight of Pentacles is in the present, like a direct extension of the Hierophant, right? And the Eight of Pentacles is that restart, refresh. It's not in the early part of the numbers, right? So you already have some wherewithal to bring to the table, literally. And also to see how fast he's turning these things out. So maybe at the Ace, when we get to the 3 and 4, we've had to put a lot of energy, thought, strategy, marketing, promotion, love, whatever the case may be in that Pentacles domain. But now I'm at the 8, like I'm cranking it out. So have no worries if you want, especially if you want to mix the spirit with the 8. That would be a perfect combo. That is exactly just the combo of your sign now that I think about it. So trust that. Again, you trust it everywhere else to get you here. Trust God to give you to the reward because you're ruled by Saturn and that's literally the taskmaster, but I got a big reward for you to taking up the task and you took up the task and why it might be a small little week in the calendar, this is a big deal for you, okay? And other people look at you as someone that's stirring with ideas, right? We got swords on both sides here. So this is the way other people view you. So let those ideas fly because they look at you as someone really bright and smart and strategic. And I'll also say this, not even just in the marketing sense or bringing fun to a relationship or making people feel good and respecting them, right? But you're also good at business and the analytics that a lot of people don't like. And that's something special with you. So if you're helping other people kind of achieve that goal, that's really fantastic. And more importantly, achieve it for yourself because hopes and fears, that's the 9. I want to move in new directions, right? The 7 of Pentacles, the contemplation, meditation of next moves. And again, we don't like it where we're not knowing where we're going. Then I'm getting stirred up with this guy and this guy's pushing my heart to say to do this. And you're a little confused. And that's interesting in the hopes and fears. Like I want to move forward, but I don't want to move forward. So move forward, you will, because whether it happens now or 2 months from now, 2 days or 2 years from now, you're going to move forward because it's the 7. If you were really happy where you were, you wouldn't be at the 7, right? It's a crossroads card. And it's also, you're so tired anyway. The 10 is the outcome. And the star is one of the, if not the most intense card in the tarot to me, because it brings us to our knees, literally like she is seen there. And it's hope and faith manifested. Like God needs to have us so slapped around our own stuff that the universe says, are you going to believe in us or are you not? I'm going to bring you to your knees until you let go, let God, is that old saying. And that's the star. But when it appears for me, especially in the major arcana, especially with this guy, because that is how you got to this, okay? It's not going to be butterflies and unicorns that to bring you to the Hierophant. It's going to be the tough stuff that makes and deepens your relationship so now you can bring that light to others because there's a confidence and a lot of self-love available for you and you know what you're made of. You know who you are, okay? And this week really kicks that back off for you, okay? So don't let anyone dampen your spirit because here comes that bonus card, the Ace of Cups along with the Ace of Pentacles. And that's a perfect combo again. It's like the representation, the material with the ethereal in the spirit. Okay, so you got all that combo for you right now. So much favor. Let's not fool around. Let's get ourselves out of that tough spot, okay? And granted, it is tough, but it's a past reflection card to me. So stand up, brush yourself off, get the dust out of your eyes. Let's start seeing clearly because God's got a lot of heart, spirit, and money and potential for a refresh in any area of your life that you want, Capricorn, this week.